All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here for a rare weekday stream. So we'll see if I can still remember how to stream on the old weekdays. So yesterday, Hanwha got absolutely destroyed, but they're sending out the best pitcher in the league by far with Ponce, and already having a pitch com issue. We haven't even been able to hear. Nope, we're not even going to get a first pitch before we've got a pitch com issue. Welcome to the KBO, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, they got their pitch com off of Timu. All right, now I guess we'll have this game. EJ Hyun leading things off for Samsung, up in the number one spot, and that is way up high. Ball one, 1-0. It has to be, right? Tinu, huh? As that just misses up high. I mean, anytime that Ponce is on the mound, you have to think that he wins, right? And I mean, Chaewon Tae is not very good, so. And the 2-0 is in there for a strike right on the outside corner, 2-1. So I don't know what Tinu is, but welcome anyway. And the 2-1 pitch that's popped up into the air. Moon Hyun Bin coming in a little bit under it, and one away. Yeah. Yeah, that was a rough one, I have to imagine. But I mean, he's still young. It's the same thing I talked about last year with him is he doesn't have he has two pitches. Two pitches is not good enough to be a starting pitcher. He's got to start to learning some secondary pitches as that one misses up high. Ball one, 1-0. Ponce coming off of a really great start, yet only 70 pitches as that one misses low, and it's 2-0. So it was interesting to see what would happen here with Ponce because, again, his last start against Doosan, 6 innings, only threw 70 pitches, but he got taken out. He didn't go back out for the seventh due to some shoulder tightness. So the 2-0 is right down the middle, and it's 2-1. So I was wondering if maybe they were going to skip him in the rotation, but the way the back end of the rotation has been pitching, it's you can't at this point, as the 2-0 is going to be a ground ball right up the middle, and that is going to be the first hit of the day. Is Kim Sung Yoon is on base with a 1-out single up the middle. There goes the no-hitter, ladies and gentlemen. There goes the perfect game. Be interesting to see if he is on the move. Che Jae-hoon does throw out plenty of base runners. That also helps because Weiss and Ponce and Moon Dong-ju all throw really hard. As here's the first pitch to Kujauk as he looks at a strike on a curveball at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. First time he's started an at-bat out with a strike. Got behind 2-0 to the both of the first two hitters on the Samsung team here. And here comes the 0-1, sets up on the outside and sticks the bat out. Liberado's coming in under it. And that's 2 away. That'll bring out the ever dangerous home run leading Diaz. Now at 101 RBIs on the season, absolutely running away with those 116 hits. I think he's third and the second in the league. Yep, second in the league with 116 hits, first in the league by far by 11 with home runs. And that's a checks over on Kim Sung Yoon, but he's easily back in there. Oh, hitting above 300, leading the league in RBIs and home runs. That's a dream right there. Is that one misses low, ball one. There's the wisdom down in the second spot, and that's a home run lead. And a swing and a miss as he got him on there, and 1-1. So yeah, it's really you have to worry. He's been up and down. He's had a great career, but he was a guy that they signed in the off season that didn't really have a place. They tried to make him a first baseman so that Chey and Sung could DH. But his footwork was so bad at first base that they had to take him off of first base. I mean, he hit 300 last year. Is the 1-1 way up high, 2-1. But he's had an awful, awful season. Where I mean, for a while he was hitting in the 50s before he went down. Went down to the second league, came back, got up to maybe 100 as the the average, but then went back down to the second league again because he just couldn't do anything. So the fact that he got a hit yesterday was a huge thing for Hanwha. Because if he can hit 250, that will really improve their offense, and they need it badly. As the 3-1 checks over on Kim Sung Yoon, who slides back. It's more of this front office signing people that they don't need necessarily. As the 3-1 just catches the outside corner, and it's 3-2. Runs the count full. First full count of the day. Let's all celebrate that, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, anytime you see a one, anything below the old Mendoza line is pretty rough. And the 3-2 is going to be a ground ball up the middle. And Wang Young Mook is going to make the play, but it's too hard to make the play over to first. And that'll be an infield single, second hit of the day for the old Samsung Leones. If I think I still got it in here. I should play that every time they get a hit. Oh, we're two outs, 2 on, and that's going to bring up Kim Young Moon. This is the guy that was highlighted in the pregame show, but honestly, I think he's going to have 3 strikeouts today. He is a guy that he is one of the true 2 outcome guys, a home run or a strikeout, and well, Ponce is dominating the league in the strikeout department. Did have a 1 hit yesterday. It was a home run. So again, 2 hits against KT. One of them was a home run. Definitely as that is ripped into the netting in front of the cheer section, and it's following on. Yeah, so I really have to think Ponce just he's not going with his fastball very much today. Going with the old curveball most of the time at this point. He's 44% of the time he throws his fastball, but he is not using it that much as that one is up high. That was his fastball. He is just not coming through on it, and it's sailing on him all day. All right, 1-1 now. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, way up and in. A little diving out of the way. 19 pitches already for Ponce. Uh, eh, to say that he struggles in the first inning is not true, but the first two innings are definitely his worst innings. They're the only two innings that teams hit over 600 or over 200 against them, as that is fouled into look like the umpire's foot, and now we've got a 2-2 count. Yeah, every 5 games. So the person who pitches on Tuesday has to pitch on Sunday, except sometimes they'll skip them and they'll have like a bullpen day depending on who the pitcher is. And the 2-2 swing and a miss. And there's that strikeout that I said was going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So that's takes us to the bottom of the first. Samsung with 2 hits, but they lead 2 on. But 21 pitches from Ponce in that first inning. That is a huge, huge thing for him. As the pitching coach is going to talk to him again. I'm really concerned about like I don't. It has not been talked about enough about Ponce and a possible injury. I am really surprised that there wasn't more talked about this. Ponce again, he has injury history, guys. It's not just me saying, "Oh, he because he came out of the game early." He has injury history. In the 2 game or the 3 seasons that he pitched in the K in Japan, he only pitched in 60 games. So 20 games. He's now pitched in 20 games this year. So, uh, but yeah, not a great inning there for him. Again, he throwing a changeup. He doesn't even, his changeup, he's throwing his second pitch, but really he was having trouble with his fastball, getting it down in the zone. I was sailing on both of them. Uh, the first two batters started out 2-0, and Diaz ended up going to a 3-2 count. So, yeah, I really can't believe that they didn't skip him in the rotation just to give him 1 day off. Uh, but again, I think the issue here is that, well, Hanwha is not playing well, and LG is playing well, and Lotte is playing well. So now the lead is down to 2 games. Uh, and then you have Kia this weekend. And again, Kia is not the Kia they were last year, but Hanwha has historically been really bad in Gwangju, as that one is up and into Kim Tae-yeon. There's 2 places that Hanwha does not play well on the road. One is Gwangju, the other is Busan. Both of those places they really, really struggle to play. So having them this weekend is going to be maybe a little bit of an issue. But so Kim Tae-yeon back up to the top of the lineup where he should have been last year, as he holds up, but it's in there for a strike anyway at the top of the zone, and it's a 1-1. Yes, another sellouts crowd, 17,000. It's surprising, I've talked about this. I don't like the stadium. I haven't actually been to a game in the stadium, as that's going to be a ground ball, just gets past the shortstop, and just like that, Hanwha's got their leadoff batter on. Again, I think Hanwha is going to jump all over Chaewon-tae. I don't think Chaewon-tae is the pitcher that's people think he is. Looking at his numbers, watching him pitch, I've never been impressed with him. So again, I think Chewante maybe goes 4 innings. He did pitch one game against Hanwha earlier this season, 6.1 innings. Took the loss though. Only gave up 2 runs, both of them earned. As a Liberato looks at a strike on the inside of corner, and it's 0-1. So, uh, but back to Kim Tae Yeon up at the top of the lineup. Uh, if you follow a regular, like a smart managing decisions, uh, your leadoff batter is whoever has the highest on base percentage. The fact that the manager is 80 years old and still manages like it's the 60s, he thinks that you have to have this fast guy up there, which is why they've tried Wang Young Mook, why they've tried Moon Hyun Bin, why they've tried Shim Woo Jun, why they've tried Iwan Suk, why they've tried E.G. Young. All these guys they've tried, but they don't get on base. You you have this speed guy up at the top. It doesn't matter how fast you are if you can't get on base. This isn't the 70s and 80s where you got 3 guys on your lineup hitting 300 and everyone else is hitting 250, and you're slap hitting shortstop as Kim Tae-yeon fakes the steal and heads back, and now it's 2-2. I don't get I don't understand that whole weird fake running thing. Yeah, again, the top 3 worst managers in the league are LG's manager, Hanwha's manager, and KT's manager. And here comes the 2-2 pitch in the dirt, and that's going to run the count full as Hanwha has their first full count of the day. Chewante struggles mightily with the walks. 89 innings, 88 strikeouts, but 47 walks. 47 walks, a whip of 1.45 for the righty. Yes, here comes the 3-2 pitch. That is lifted up into center field, and that will be one away. He just missed it, ladies and gentlemen. But so one away now, and that'll bring up Moon Hyun Bin. Uh, as far as the guys that I think are going to get to Moon or Chewante, if the statistics show us anything, it's going to be the 3 and 4 hitters. The number 3 hitter is hitting 348 against them, and the number 4 hitter is hitting 410 against them on the season. So this might be where Hanwha puts up a couple runs in this first inning, and that is lifted first pitch, but to the right fielder, and that is 2 away. They are hitting it hard. It is sounding good off the bat. He retired before, so I don't know if you know much about him. He was the coach of Doosan for years, and then he left. I don't know if he left or he got fired. I think. Uh, and then Doosan immediately went to 7 straight Korean series, as that is up high to Noshiwan 1-0. Then he took over at in NC in Changwon for the new NC Dinos, and never won a championship with them. He left, and then NC ends up winning a championship. So he's old. I know, I don't remember which one, but one of the times that he left, I think it was the NC. He left because of a cancer diagnosis. So I can't remember if it was Doosan or which one it was, but I mean, he's got to as that one is popped up as center fielder under it, and that's three away. They get a leadoff single from Kim Tae-yeon, but then go 0 for the day. Right after it, we'll head to the second inning. It's 0-0. Yeah, I mean, he has this year and he has next year on his contract. Uh, I think really what he wants to win a championship. I think there's two things. He wants to win a championship, and he obviously wants the money. He is I think he is the highest paid coach in the league. I think he's paid the same, but his contract was over 2.5 years and not 3 years. So, and he had a huge signing bonus also. So, like last year, he got like 1 million, and then this year and next year is like 500,000 or 200. I can't even remember anymore exactly what it is, but he is the highest or top two highest paid coaches in the league. But yeah, I can't imagine him signing an extension. I think when his contract ends next year, then he'll be done. But the thing is he's the same coach. He's no different. Kim In Rong, Kim In Kim In Rong was a legendary coach. He was brought in 2014 to turn the club around, and they sucked. They finished last. Then they in 2015 they brought in Kim Sung Gun, another legend coach. And then what happened? They had a good first season, and then he ended up leaving halfway through. His first pitch there is in there for a strike. Then from there, they went into Han Young Dok, and then after he left, they brought then they brought in Chaewon Tae after he left halfway through his contract. That was the coach that took over for Subaru after he left. So they don't have a long history of trying different things. The name on the back of the number changes. The name and number on the back of the uniform changes, but the style never does. As the one two is chopped into his foot, stays 1-2, 25 pitches now for Ponce. What's up, Mary Kate? And that is going to catch him looking. And I really think Ponce is going to have, we'll say, 12 strikeouts today. Samsung is a team that strikes out a lot, and Ponce obviously is a guy that strikes a lot of people out. So the combination of the two does not bode well for Samsung. And that's in there for strike on the outside. And I volunteered to take over the team last year, as that is a fouled away. 0-2. I offered to take over the team last year. And many people actually tell me that they would love if I was in the dugouts, but Samsung didn't call, I guess. I mean, Hanwha didn't call, as that's fouled away. And he stares at it right down the middle, and that's strikeouts number 3, third in a row for Ponce. That's going to bring up Lee Byung-hun, the catcher. As bottom of the lineup for Samsung, it does not strike fear in anybody. A curveball catches the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Hitting 87 on the season as that is thrown into the backstop. Just a bit outside. Oh, yeah. Hanwha had a swing and a miss there. Drops out of the zone, and it's 1-2. Hanwha just had Carlos Subero, 2021, and then he was replaced halfway through the season in 2023. And another strikeouts. 4 straight strikeouts for Ponce, and that's is the end of the second. So we'll go to the bottom of the second. It's a 0-0, and Ponce is locked in. Not good for Samsung. At bottom of the order, looks like the flailing. Yeah, so since I've been here, the most recent one was Subaru. He was the Hanwha head coach. Before that, Kia had Matt Williams, who used to be a San Francisco Giants third baseman, and then also he was a manager for the Washington Nationals. Then before that was Trey Hillman. Trey Hillman was the manager for SK. He used to be the manager for the Kansas City Royals. And then he basically came in, turned the SK around, made the playoffs his first year, won the championship his second year, and then left because he played MLB style. There was no extra bunting on any of that stuff. Before that, actually, last year or 2 years ago, Lotte 2 years ago, Lotte had a foreign coach also, but he left due to health issues or something. He was, I believe, he was a bench coach or a second league team coach, and then came up when the first team coach got canned. Then Jerry Royster, I think, is the most, I want to say, famous or most successful of all of. Well, actually, Trey Hillman is the most successful, but Jerry Royster often gets talked about as Che Song steps in and catches the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Well, next year they can have a pitcher and a hitter from the Asian leagues, as that's a swing and a miss. 1-0. Old Captain Silver Starfish. Chan Sung. Average it to 302, having a nice bounce back season after last year. And the 0-2 pitch, that is going to be a line into left field. He'll round first, and he will start digging for second. The throw, not good enough, and he will be on base with a leadoff double. Showing off the wooden wheels, ladies and gentlemen. Dropped down. He got over to it quickly, cut it off, but the throw in was not very good up into the right field side of the bag. And because of that, he was able to slide in safely. I think a better throw gets him. And that's going to bring up An Chi-hong. An Chi-hong, 158 on the season, and he attempts to bunt because this is the KBO. That's the only answer. Hitting 158 on the season. Very important to get the runner over to third for the least clutch player in the history of the KBO. And he fouls that off. He didn't get very many hits last year. Got to feel bad for the guy. He was with LG for years. LG, and then the year he leaves, LG wins the championship, breaks their 29-year curse. 29 years or 32? I can't remember. All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. An Chi-hong showing bunts again. Drops it down the third base side, throws over to first, and that's will be one away. Does move him over to third base, but you still need a hit. All right. Number 16, first pitch is going to be roped into the gap, and he is going to be hanging out on second base with an RBI double. Big RBI double from the shortstop. Good thing they bunted. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to score on that clean double to the wall. All right, that's going to bring up a Shea Hoon. And that's another rip into the outfield. He will round to second or round third, and he will be hanging out at home plate into the dugouts as an RBI single by Shea Hoon makes it to 2-0. Like I said, I think Hanwha is going to rip apart this pitcher. A huge, huge difference in the games. Because you have to think that Samsung's throwing out their number 5 starter against Hanwha's number 1 starter. Chewante, again, just not as good as that's the money he's getting. He came up with Nexon, now Kium, then was traded to LG. LG had him for a year. And then in the offseason, LG didn't want him back. He is not worth the money that they often pay for what kind of pitcher he is. That's a strike on the outside to Wang Young Mook. Young Mookie, 245 on the season. Does have 1 home run. He will sneak some power in here every once in a while. And the 0-1 check swing, but he went around, and it's 0-2. I mean, Gerardo is really good. Gerardo, I think, is second in the league in innings. He's the one that pitched on Saturday, had the complete game shutout. And the 0-2 pitch that's chopped into his foot, and it stays 0-2. He was new. He replaced Dennis Reyes. There's three pitchers that I can't believe came back this year. Dennis Reyes is one of them for Samsung. He didn't pitch well last year. He pitched really well in the playoffs, which is why they brought him back. Yeah, he's new. He replaced Reyes because of an injury. As that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman throws to second, and it doesn't go to first. As that will be 2 away on the 5-4 putout. Flips the lineup back over. All right, Kim Tae-yeon led off the game for Hanwha with a single, or led off the bottom of last inning with a single. You always love getting your leadoff batter up there twice in a row. 263 now on the season. As that's in there for ball just above the zone. You gotta love that though when it's that hot. But the game went 3-18. Probably just because they scored 9 runs. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is turned on and shot up into the second deck. Bounces down. Foul ball. 1-1. Yeah, there's a couple pitchers that just work really quick. There's also some hitters that have way too long of cheer songs. All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. Wang Young-mook got him. Picked him off. I was getting ready to say Wang Young-mook is the fastest bad base runner in the league, and then he gets picked off. As that will be the end of the second. Hanwha gets 2 on a couple doubles and a single. We'll head to the third. Cheer songs are plenty long enough. Yeah, I was I was trying to get it out that he is really bad at base running. Samsung will have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up now that Ponce has been given a nice lead. Wouldn't be surprised if he hangs out in the dugout after that. Hanwha is the worst in terms of getting picked off. It's a couple things. One, it's the runner, and 2, it's also obviously the first base coach for not yelling quick enough, but it's also really bad preparation. It's really, really bad preparation. Go the Mustards. As Lotte is down 2-0, and Key is up 1-0. Keelum's up 4-1 quickly. I hope so. I think there might be riots at the stadium if Hanwha doesn't win today. As that is in there for a strike. Struck out the side last inning. As that's not going to be a strikeout. That's going to be off the glove of the shortstop. And another hits for the old Samsung Lyonnaise. Get my That flips the lineup back over. And EJ Hyun looks, it's a strike one on the curveball. No, EJ Hyun 0 for 1. He flew out to left field in his first at bats. Yang Do Gun has a lot of speed over at first, and that is going to be into the gap. That's going to drop down. Yang Do Gun is easily going to go first to third. And just like that, Samsung has runners at the corners with nobody out. All right, now runners on the corners. Kim Sung Yoon steps in. He has a ton of speed. He is very, very difficult to double up. So two singles in the first inning, two singles here in the third inning. Is set up on the outside. And fastball misses, ball one. And he does not have very good command of that fastball today. And here comes the 1-0. Slapped foul, 1-1. 40 pitches now for Ponce through 2+ innings. And way up high. All right, to the 2-1 pitch. And he goes down to a knee, fouls it off, and the ball boy will get a chance to show his skills. And we'll get a chance to see a 2-2 pitch. Yeah, Hanwha's defense has been decent earlier in the season, but it is definitely not looked good lately. There's fourth in the league, 64 errors. As the 2-2 misses up high. That runs the count full. Second full count of the day for Hanwha. And is Ponce is struggling with command with that fastball. Does he throw him the slider here? Sets up on the outside, throws over to first. EJ Hyun also has plenty of speed over at first. and fouls it away. But does get the fastball in the middle of the plate, so I guess that's a good thing, right? 44 pitches now. All right, 3-2 pitch once again. Sets up on the inside this time. Curveball, he gets a piece, and it gets into the umpire's arm or hand, one of the two. Curveball just gets a piece of it, nutmegs the catcher. Oh, did not get his hand. He got his future children. The old nutmeg to the nut shot. Come on, spray him with that pus. A little eyes watering on that one. They better. I don't know. Yeah, they have to. Like when I play, I wear if I'm playing infield, I wear one. If I'm pitching, I don't wear one, but if I'm catching or playing the infield, I wear one. The reason why I had to start catching when I was playing was because I had one. Yeah, as that is going to be a ground ball right to the first baseman. It's going to be a rundown, and he tags him, and that is the best thing that could have happened for for Hanwha as he grounds into a 3-6-3 double play. As Ponce gets not out of the inning yet, but he is still feeling much better now. He won the 3-6-3 tagouts, and he is not able to score from third base. As the defense just picks up Ponce, they just have a different feeling about him whenever he's out there on the mound. It's going to bring up Gujauk. Looks at ball one outside. I don't know. Yeah, I played up until Corona, and then obviously didn't play through Corona. And I started to play once our league started back up 2 years ago, last year. But I got injured in our first practice game, and my calf got so tight I couldn't play uh, for about 4 months. So, but I still pay my dues. I still kind of vote on team things. So I'll start playing again next year, as this season is too far done for me to just start playing, as that's going to be lifted right to Liberato. And that's is three away. They get two leadoff singles, but can't get anything in, as we'll go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Hanwha. Big double play there. And are now 0 for 3 with runners on base. And say does run that pitch count up a little bit more. 49 pitches now. Be interesting how many they're going to let him throw with the shoulder tightness for the last inning. And the other thing is, he's had pretty I don't want to say rough inning. I say rough innings. The first inning he had runners on first and second. His last inning had a runner on first and third with nobody out. So they're not quick innings. They're not stress-free innings. Is obviously the second inning when he's facing the bottom of that lineup with 1, 2, 3 with his three strikeouts. Yeah, that's something that I always talk about, especially in this time of the year. Going 1, 2, 3 is a huge, huge disadvantage to your pitcher in in this time of the year. Got to give him a little bit of chance to sit down, get some water. Uh, but normally late in the innings, no hitters or anything like that going. It's important to go quickly for your pitcher, but in this situation, with this heat outside, it is very important to extend some at bats, extend some innings, as that's a swing and a miss on a slow, slow 130 changeup. Oh, Che Wante, the one thing he has going for him is he does feature five pitches, four main pitches, as that one is outside, ball one, 1-1. Uh, He fastball most of the time, 48% of the time, only throws 145. So he's not a hard thrower. Off of that, changeup 15% of the time, a slider 15% of the time, and then a cutter 10% of the time. As the 1-1 is chopped foul, is 1 and 2. Those two ladies there used to have the season tickets across the aisle from me. There was a third one too. All right, Kim Tae-yeon, 1 for 1 on the day. And did he go around? He did. And that will be the first strikeout of the day for Che Tae. That brings up Liberato. Ooh. I think I can't remember when the check swing. Oh, that is crushed. Goodbye, baseball. Absolutely crushed by Liberato. Good Lord. Absolutely crush that. Right in the left-hander's wheelhouse. Nobody even bothered. Off the top of the foul pole. Absolutely destroyed. Like I said earlier, in the first inning, the flyouts were getting hit hard. That one got hit even harder. Moon Yun Ben, 0 for 1 on the day, flew out to right field in his first at bats. And the 1-1 pitch, as that one has just missed that one. That was about the same pitch that Liberato just crushed off of the foul pole. No, it should be called the fair pole. And here comes the inside pitch, and that is too far inside, 2-2. Yeah, I really wish they would call it the fair pull. All right, the 2-2 pitch that's up on low, and he gets a piece of it, and it stays 2-2. And that is going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman that throws to first, and it's threw away. Samsung has had plenty of opportunities. Hanwha, though, is taking advantage of theirs. Oshiwan lifts that one, and that is going to be another one over the top of the monster. And Hanwha is unloading just like I thought they would. Noshiwan only hits solo home runs, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that brings up a Che Sung who fouls that one away, and it's 1-1. He given up 7 home runs on the season. Coming into today, 3 to lefties, 4 to righties. He's making sure he keeps that pretty solid there as he gives up a lefty and a righty home run. As that's a swing. I mean, 150 on the gun from Jaewon Tae. All right, so Captain Silver Starfish waits on that one, fouls it away though, and it's 0-2. Hanwha has to win this game today. As Ponce is on the mound, as that one is fouled up into the third deck. They should also easily win tomorrow's game with Weiss on the mound versus Samsung is going to have a bullpen starter. Yeah, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sticks the bat down, lifts it up, center fielder under it though. And that's 3 away, but they get 2 more on a couple solo shots. We'll go to the fourth inning. It's all Hanwha. All Hanwha. And Samsung. So Hanwha's had 2 opportunities with runners on scoring position. They're 2 for 2, versus Samsung has had 3 opportunities with runners in scoring position. and they are 0 for 3. Obviously, your runners in scoring position don't matter whenever you're hitting solo home runs. But Diaz will lead things off for Hanwha, or sorry, for Samsung. One thing though is Ponce is pitch counts 49 already. You'll have the 4, 5, 6 hitters to deal with. Again, you're getting into this bottom of the Samsung offense, and the bottom of that Samsung offense is very, very strikeouts prone. Should be back. All right, Ponce now with a 4-run lead as he is going to face Diaz. Misses up high, ball 1. 313 on the season now for Diaz, and the 1-0 pitch misses inside at 2-0. And that misses low, 3-0. 3-0 counts. Again, Diaz was ahead 3-1 before they get called for strike 3 as the scouts are on hand. And the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike, 139 on the gun. And the 3-1 is ripped foul. And another full count for Diaz. I have to wonder if they're also giving a look to old Diaz. Yeah, 100%. And that's going to be rolled over. Chan Sung grabs it, says, Ponce, take a break. I'll take it. And that's 1 away. No, I mean, that's something like nobody could ever predict. I mean, he was originally signed with Pittsburgh, as that one is lifted up into the air. Kim Tae-yeon under it. And that's 2 away. That one cut her hair. Kiwi? Yeah, you could be a Reds fan. As that's in there for a strike on the inside corner, 157 there. You could be a Reds fan. I think that's where, or no, Padres. Padres is where Peraza went. And the 0-1 misses low. Ball 1, 1-1. Ponce, just listen to this crazy stats. Ponce at home, he's pitched in 8 games. So that one misses low. 8 games. He's 6-0 at home with an ERA of 0.84. In 8 games, he's allowed 7 runs 5 earned runs. Opponents are hitting 144 against them with a whip of .67 as that runs the count 3-1. At home, he is just an absolute animal. As here comes the 3-1, misses outside, and he walks him. He does not walk many. In 127 innings, 31 walks, 53 innings at home, 11 walks. So half of his innings, a third of his walks at home. Just absolutely crazy home stats. That one runs in. Look like not where they were expecting. It's Kim Tae-hoon struck out in his first at bat. So once again, Samsung's got runners on base. And so the 0-1 is popped up, but it will get out of play. And it's 1-2. Oh, I think it just hit that girl in the head. Or she's holding her head. All righty, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside, and he rolls over. It's foul, and it'll stay 0-2. See if they'll give us a replay. Yeah. She tried to get out of the way, but I think it bounced and hit her in the head or the arm or something. And the 0-2 swing and a miss on a curveball. A fifth strikeout of the day for Ponce. They leave another one on base. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It's all Hanwha. 4-0. They've now left 4 runners on. I wouldn't say that he is having a fantastic game, but he is having a pretty good game. Elsewhere around the league, LG still up 1-0, bottom of the fifth there against KT. NC's up 2-0. Runners on the corners in the top of the third against Lotte. Kia's up 1-0 against Doosan, and then Kium up 5-1 against SSG. As once again, Moon Sung Won doing what I said on the old KBO message boards or the old Reddit message board when whoever that's moderator was saying that SSG had pitching, and when I said no, they don't. Once again, I'm right. They're not. All right. We're ready here for the bottom of thy fourth. And Chihong steps in. A very, very important sacrifice bunts back in the second inning to give Hanwha a runner at third instead of first, or instead of second. As that one is low, ball 1. And Another 1-0 runs in. 2-0. Round ball foul. 2-1. Oh. A little remix there for you guys. Bam, 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 na, 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 na. And here comes the 2-1. That is a shot into the netting in front of the cheer section. I guess behind the cheerleaders, in front of the cheer section. Yeah, it is 2-2. Here you go, Stefan. All right, that's enough of that. Swing and a miss just in time for me to cut off his music. Second strikeout of the day for Chewan Tae. I love when it rhymes naturally like that. I don't have his old Lotte one. When I set up the when I set up the batters and stuff and the base runners, I had to get rid of all the songs. There's just too much going on. That one is in the dirt. 1-0. Shortstop stepping in, RBI double in his first at bats, and then came around to score on the Che Jae Hoon single. And here comes the 1-0 pitch outside at 2-0. And the 2-0 is popped up. A left fielder giving chase, but he'll need a ticket to catch it. Unlike that guy who has a ticket but still can't catch it. Yeah, and it's 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch is slashed over the left fielder's head, but turns around, throws the glove up, and makes the catch. And that's it's 2 away. He was turned around every which way, but he's able to recover, throw the glove up, make the catch, and now it's 2 away. And in there for strike 0-1. Alrighty, here comes the 0-1 pitch. 55 pitches now for Chewan Tae as that's fouled away 0-2. And here comes the 0-2, spins him around. He says, I got hit. Of course he did. He always gets hit. It's 0-2 count, and you hit the guy. He's a wizard at getting hit, is what he is. Well, that brings up a Wong Young Mook. Got his shirt. Woo! Just a little high there. As I do not have his song. All righty, here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss with 1-1. One Hajana, going on my head. All righty, 1-1 pitch. Wong Young Mook sets up on the inside, slaps its foul, and 1-2. Giving Ponce a bit of a chance to catch his breath. His is the one that's I was playing for almost the whole year until like September. And then suddenly it was a copyright song, and I had to go back and delete his song from every single stream I did, as that one is lifted into the air. A center fielder given chase and makes the catch. That'll be a 3 away. They get a hit by pitch, but leave them on base. They've left 2 on, but they're up 4-0. We'll go to the 5th inning. Giving your guy some rest. 61 pitches now for Chaywan Tay. Ponce sitting at 65 himself. Chaywan Tay is a guy that mainly going to throw maybe about 90 pitches or so. 91, 94, 98, 105, 79 are his last 5 games. The 79 pitches was only 4 innings. So all the scores are the exact same. 4-0 here, 1-0 in Seoul, 2-0 in Busan, 1-0 in Gwangju, and 5-1 in Incheon. All right, so we'll have the old 8-9-1 hitters coming up. Yeah, because because Samsung is the closest team to Hanwha, since they're in Daegu, and they have one of the original teams. Plus, they were really good for a very long time. So that's why Kia is as popular as they are, is because were so good for so long. And that's in there for a strike. Hold on. Lee Byung-hun struck out swinging in his first at bat, averaged down to 83. Swing and a miss there. Yeah, Lotte is so loud. That's why they call it the Sajik Norebong. Just misses outside, 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch misses low on the curveball. 2-2. Kiwi, I wish you would have had to. I wish Ponce would have gotten the player of the game whenever you when you had to present it, and then you could have done the whole Korean "I'm taller" thing to him, and he hits him. That is going to leave a mark, ladies and gentlemen. I did not hit him. Hit the edge of the bats, the handle of the bats, the knob of the bats. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. He held up. And that runs the count full, 3-2. And the 3-2 is fouled straight back. Yeah, next year, huh? Maybe we can you definitely have to go next year to Jamshil, as the 3-2 runs inside, but he swings and misses anyway. And it's a out number 1 on the strikeout. Because next year is the last on the jumbotron. But you don't sit in the cheer section, so as that is in there for a strike, 0-1. How's the breeze up there? The 0-1 way, way, way outside, 1-1. Yeah, it depends on that runs inside. Did not go around. Yeah, yeah. I think I would rather sit like in the 4th deck behind home plates or the 3rd deck behind home plates than to sit anywhere low. You just can't. You can't see half the game as that one misses low, and it's 3-2 on the curveball. 77 pitches now for Ponce here in the 5th inning. All right, the 3-1 pitch in there for a strike and another full count, 3-2. 5th full count of the day for Samsung. And the 3-2 counts. Fouls that one away. Kiwi only likes the cheer section. And the 3-2 rolls over. It's a third baseman grabs it. He's going to have to hurry. And it just gets it as Cheon Song leaves his feet to get that. Just barely gets Yang Do Gun over at first. I told you he has a lot of speed. We'll flip the lineup back over. 2 outs now. EJ Hyun steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in his last at bats, a fly out to left in his first. That one misses up high. 1 0. 257 on the season for the young shortstop. Yeah, here comes the 1 0. Fouls that one into the inner thigh of the umpire. He's got to be thinking, man, it's a good thing I get tomorrow off. Just above the old knee. Yeah, another 1 1 misses up high. 2 and 1. You better practice at home. As the 2 1 is fouled away. 2 and 2. Just slowly hand down the reins of the foreigner on top. All right, to the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, and he pops him up. Che Sung under it over at first base, and that's will be it for the first half of the game for Samsung. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-0 Hanwha. It's a 85 pitches. Again, has really not had his best stuff. He has struggled with command. 5 full counts now on the day against a team that is very, very free swinging. So, not his best stuff. I mean, he does have what 6 strikeouts, I think. So he gets his strikeouts, but this is a team that I would think that he would get a lot more strikeouts. It is actually the first time he has faced them. He has not faced Samsung this year at all. So, but Chewan Tay will be back out there. 61 pitches through 4 innings for him. He'll have the top of the lineup to deal with. What's crazy is you're sitting here talking about 20,000 for fourth floor seats. It used to be 8,000 for the outfield, and it was 10,000 for the infield. 10,800 for the cheer section. Oh yeah, you always ball one low to Kim Tae-yeon. Kim Tae-yeon, a 1 for 2 on the day, struck out in his last at bat, singled back in the first, and the 1-0 pitch right down the middle, 1 and 1. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Pops him up. Short second baseman out into the grass. The right fielder calls him off, and that's 1 away. Yeah. I mean, it's still not bad, but I just, again, I just think about how much it's gone up. The fact that you can still take your own food and beverages in is always great. The minute they stop that, the interest in the game will just completely go away. All right, Liberato swing and a miss there, or actually got a piece of it, but into the glove anyway, and it's 0-1. Liberato solo shots in his last at bats. 1 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center in his first at bat, all the way to the warning track. So he is locked in as he looks its ball one low, 1-1. And sets up on the inside, right at the knees, misses low, and it's ball two, 2-1. Man, nobody is scoring today. Still, same scores all across the board. As here comes the 2-1 pitch to Liberato. Sets up on the inside again. Misses low, 3-1. Oh man, it's so bad. Like in the US, like, well, again, in the US, you're paying 40 to 50 bucks a ticket. So, 60, 70,000 won just for the ticket. That's the fourth level. That's like a cheap seat. As that misses inside, he is not taking any chances, I guess, against him. As he walks him there, he's on base for the second time today. Then, so on top of that, then you pay $25 to park or $20 to park, or depending on where you're at. And then from there, you, you know, you get one beverage, one adult counts or one teacher soda, and it's, you know, $15, so 17,000 won. Yeah, the prices for the game, yeah, the prices, they have to be, the food prices inside is that is in the dirt. The food prices inside the stadium, they have to be competitive because people can just bring in their own food and beverages. So that's why they're forced to be competitive. Yeah, that's the thing is like depending on how or who they're playing is a big thing, as that is ripped. First baseman grabs it, throws the shortstop, throws back to first to the shortstop. He is out of the baseline, and that's will be a 3-6-3-4 inning ending double play. We'll take a little bit of a break. I'll see you guys in just a few. All right, so we're back. Ponce still out there on the mound, 85 pitches through his first five. All right, Kim Sung Yoon will lead things off for Samsung. Just catches the inside of the corner, and it's 0 1. Does Korea have a rugby team? As the 0 1 is grounded past the diving Won Young Mook, and he is on base for the second time today with a leadoff single. I can't imagine they're very good. I'm sure they probably have the exact same training regimen as a baseball player. All right, Gujauk steps in as that is going to be ripped into right field, and he is going to have back-to-back singles. Kim Sung Yoon out at third as Kim Tae-yeon shows off the gun, and that is how Samsung's season is going. That is how Hanwha's season goes when Ponce is on the mound. Kim Sung Yoon has a ton of speed, but he was coming in a great throw, got him by only about 15 feet. I don't know if I have his song. All right, Diaz steps in now, 1 for 2 on the day. Yeah. Misses inside there, 1 0. All right, here comes the 1 0 pitch. 89 pitches for Ponce. Runner on first is Gujauk and runs inside at 2 0. Just ridiculous stats. All right, 2 0 pitch sets up on the outside. Misses his spot, but hits the inside corner, and it's 2 1. At home, it's even worse because that's his. No, actually, it's gone up. It was a .82 coming into today's game, as the 2 1 is fouled away, 2 2. Well, 2 hits in the first. Then you had 2 hits in the third. Again, 2 hits here in the sixth. You had the walk in the fourth. Again, he has not had really good stuff today. But Hanwha's defense is picking him up once he gets the guys on base. And that is in the dirt and runs the count full. Another full count for Diaz. He's had a full count in all three at bats today. Sixth full count of the day for Samsung. This is why Ponce's pitch count is so high. Yeah, and here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss there. Strikes him out. Seventh K of the day for Ponce. No, I would let him. I'd let him stay in. Because the you have Kim Young Un, who's a huge strikeout guy. I also don't. I don't trust Hanwha's bullpen. All right, Kim Young Un 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss there. He's finally getting that fastball in the zone. That was his issue earlier in the game. He could not get the fastball down into the zone. Now he's finally getting it down into the top of the zone. That high fastball is something that I've talked about for years. That if pitchers were able to utilize, they would rack up the strikeouts in this league. As the 0-1 sets up high again. Just misses outside though, and it's 1-1. Still throwing the mid 150s here in the late innings. Something that the scouts like to see, that his fastball velocity doesn't dip off in the sixth and seventh innings. That is another fastball fouled away. 150 plus on the gun. Didn't get it into the zone, but again, Kim Young Un is a guy that strikes out an absolute ton. He has been going fastball, 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 fastball. Does he throw him a slider here? Sets up, taps the glove on the ground, and he fouls it into the ground. 134 on that one, as he is just able to get a piece. All right, here we go. The 1-2 count. Pitch number 99 of the day for Ponce. Swing and a miss, and that will be a strikeouts number 8. That'll be it for him. 99 pitches as he gets helped out once again by the Hanwha defense as we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-0 Hanwha. They have 3 hits with runners on base, all singles. As, they have left 5 on base today. They'll have to face Pak Sang-wan, Han Sung-hyuk, and Kim Saw-hyun in the back of this bullpen. Because even though it's a 4-run game, you know this manager is going to be bringing out the closer. I would hope so. Wrong one, but oh well. That's gonna be we're gonna have the No Shiwan stepping in. Have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming in to face Chewan Tae. Chewan Tae is 71 pitches through 5 innings. Anything you can do to keep Samsung's bullpen away from the game is always a good thing. All right, No Shiwan, a solo shot in his last at bats, 1 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center in his other one. Man, that's a strike on the outside corner, 1-0-1. Looks like LG added 2 runs to their lead, and Lotte has tied the game, and so is SSG in the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-5 there. And the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1, 0-2. Oh, really? Is it in your collection? That's outside. I have despite going to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of game, I have never caught a foul ball. Kiwi, have you ever got a foul ball or a home run ball? As that is fouled away. I have had a foul ball hit me before, but not like straight hit me. I was at a game in Incheon, back when this was still SK. Yeah, as the 1-2 pitch almost hits him in the head. It was in the first part of the game. The lady, so there was a family in front of me, husband, wife, uh, daughter, and son, and the woman was holding the son as a swing and a misses. He's not able to catch up to that. Third strikeout of the day for Chewan Tae. And it was a foul ball in front of me and like 1 or 2 seats over. The woman was holding her kid. The man and the daughter had got up to go get food or something, and the foul ball hit her in the head. And it hit her in the head and bounced off and then hit me in the leg. And they uh, they came and they took her away. And maybe 10 minutes later, there was you could see a helicopter going over the stadium. So I'm gonna guess that they had to life flight her, because I mean it was a hard hit ball. They didn't take her out on a stretcher or anything, but all right, the 1-1. That's going to be a ground ball through the left side, and Captain Silver Starfish is on base for the second time today with a single. That's going to bring up the ever dangerous Anchi Hong. Yeah, I was in. I think I was in the second level, but it's not. The second level is not that far from the first level. Uh, because he's the captain of the team, as An Chi Hong fouls that one off. So one, he's the captain of the team, and then his name Unsung means silver star. So we call him Captain Silver Starfish, like Patrick Starfish. All righty, here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. 6-4-3. Double play ends the inning. Second ground into double play in a row to end the inning for Hanwha. We'll go to the seventh. It's time for some Hanwha bullpen. Working that to average all the way down to 100. Definitely. Looks like Kia and Doosan have traded runs. Kia added one in the fifth, and then Doosan got it back in the sixth. So elsewhere, LG's up 3-0, bottom of the seventh. Runner on second with nobody out, so they're threatening to score some more. As in the sixth, what did they do? 2-run shot by Pak Guan. I have no idea who that is. And then NC and Lotte are tied up at 2 as Lotte scored 2 in the bottom of the fourth on a couple of singles by Na Sing Yup and Pak Sung Uk. But NC's got runners on first and second with 2 outs. Then bottom of the sixth, Kia's got a runner on first with 2 outs in the lead. And then SSG put up 4 in the bottom of the fifth. The bottom of the fifth on a sac fly, a single and a single, as they tied it up against Kium, and Kium's got a runner on first with nobody out in the top of the sixth. As it is time for the bullpen, ladies and gentlemen. Ju Hyun Song out on the mound. Wow. The it's a bunch of guys that's I know that I keep hearing that they're still talking about. I know no Pak Song Won. Maybe they brought in Ju Hyun Song to give up 1 run so that they can be a save situation. Yeah, no, that misses up high. Ball 1. Pak Sung Gyu leading things on. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. Yeah. Like I know that they're still talking about NC wanting another trade with Hanwha. I was just reading today, but they're so hard to understand exactly what they're saying. But hey, yeah, I like the fact that they finally have some trades in the KBO. I just not it's a nothing trade, honestly. It's, the 1-2 is lifted into right, but it will get foul, and it's stays 1-2. There were a couple guys, Hong Young Pyo and Chaewon Jun from Kia, that went to NC. Chaewon Jun was one of the best center fielders last year. He's had a really, really bad season this year, and he's going to be a free agent after this year anyway, as that is fouled away. So while Kia lost him in the trade, but they're getting something back. And Kim O-rong has been doing well in center field for them anyway. All right, Pak Sung Yu 0 for 1 on the day, walked in his last at bat, struck out in his first. That's going to be lifted into the air. Liberato under it, though, and one away. Yeah, very surprising that it was that big of a trade. All right, here comes Kim Tae Hoon 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Looks at ball one up high there. 1 and 0. 7 pitches now from Ju Hyun Song. Kim Tae Hoon 243 on the season, playing left field today instead of Gu Jauk, because Gu Jauk is DHing. Looks at just strike one at the bottom of the zone. Baby is working on the cheer songs. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. Wang Young Mook to his left, grabs it, throws, and 2 away. Sounded like he donated the wood of that bat to the fireplace. All right, Lee Byung-hun steps in. He's over 2 also with 2 strikeouts and looks at the ball one low. 1 and 0. Averaged up, or sorry, averaged down to 80. Yeah, at this point, definitely Trevor. 5-0 now. As the 1-0 just catches the outside corner, 1 and 1. Yeah, on his way to a possible 13 and 0. Well, they both did, I assume, with solo shots. Got hit, a run, and an RBI. As the 2-1 swing and a misses. He's not able to catch up to 147 there. Yeah. You said over. I didn't know what your over was. Over 1, over 2, over 1.5. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a liner right to the shortstop, or second baseman, sorry. And that's 3 away. 1, 2, 3 goes Samsung. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th. 4-0 Hanwha. An Hyun Min, are you a KT fan then? 7, 8, 9 will be coming up for Hanwha. Dinos fan? Would you like a NC Dinos championship sword? I got that the one time I went to Changwon, to NC's new stadium. Did you get anything cool when you went? Kimmy, former Nexon hero. You just like his cheer song. Yeah, I got a couple Dinos uniforms in there. Dinos are the only other team besides Hanwha that allows you to customize your jersey and put whatever name you want on the back. right, here we go. Bottom of the seventh, Chewante back out there. He'll face the 7/8 9. Big walk-off two-run homer on Sunday. That dude is asleep in the grass out there. Chewante back out there. I imagine if he runs into any trouble that they'll be out or he'll be out. No, I've never actually watched any Japanese baseball unless they're playing Korea. As that is fouled away, 0-1. Shortstop, 1 for 2 on the day. Go ahead RBI double in his first at bat to knock home the game go ahead run. Oh, what is it like? What is that called? As that is in there, like championship or something. I wish I could remember what's the name of the Japanese baseball game. Okay, I thought it was something else. Like, yeah, yeah. I was gonna download it to play it, but then I started to like naps too much, as that is in the dirt, and it's ball one. No, 1-2. Yeah, I've seen all the highlights, how much better it is. I have MLB the show, but I started a career and I was playing against my buddies back in the States, but I just never have time, as that is fouled away, stays 1-2. Just with work and when I honestly, when baseball season's done, I'm kind of I need a break from the game after streaming all the time, going to games all the time. Not this year, but uh by by September, October, I'm just like, oh man, I'm ready to be done. This year though, it's gonna be a real long it's gonna be a long season and a short off season. Why did she cut her hair? Heat get to her? And the 2-2 sets up way inside. He is going to ground that to the second baseman. Backhands it, throws to first, and that's one away. Got Korea versus Czech Republic on the 8th and 9th of November. Then you've got the 16th and 17th is Korea versus Japan. And then you have on March 5th starts the WBC. Usually about the middle of August, they'll announce the the first remaining schedule. So what they'll do is they'll announce it's add in the games that have been rained out plus the one game from each team, and then from there they will keep that, and then they'll as the games get canceled, they'll update. Yeah. Mhm. Eagles, fouls. That's one into the cheer section. Says, "Hey, thanks for singing my song. Here's a baseball." Little foreigner. He took your ticket, Kiwi. As that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman picks that one up, throws over, and that's two away. He's even got the aviators on. He saw your post on online. Is like, hey, this guy's getting too well known. I'm gonna have to take his spot. All right, so Wong Young Mook steps in as that is way up high, ball one. Oh for 2, a 5-4 ground out, and it was picked off at first, and then a fly out to center, a swing and a miss at a pitch that was closer to his feet than his bat. Well, he's got to make sure his hair, you know. That's the one thing is in the KBO, like most, like if you go to an MLB stadium, everyone has a hat on. Like not everybody has uniforms because they're so expensive. But in Korea, everybody has uniforms on but no hats. Hanwha filed into the nets. It is 2-2. Wang Yang. That cheer stage looks so much bigger as the 2-2 pitch is slapped foul again, giving some Samsung fans a souvenir. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch, maybe not, as he just now gets onto the mound. 2-2 pitch sets up on the inside. And another foul, 150 on the gun there from Chaewon Tae, as he is now at 99 pitches. Did not have him out throwing more pitches than Ponce, that's for sure. 2-2 strike him out. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, is number 100 strikeouts for number 4. We'll go to the 8th inning. It's 4-0 on him. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the WBC. I streamed the Premier 12 last year. Hopefully, watching the games is going to be a much easier on the WBC because watching games with that awful streaming service that they had was absolutely brutal for the Premier 12. So much that I just stopped streaming. It was so bad. Players jumping at the wall to make catch. No, Taiwan and I believe Tokyo. Taiwan? Tokyo? Will they send Ju Hyun Song back out? They'll never have games here. The stadiums are too small. Yeah, Taipei and Tucson, Tokyo, San Juan, Miami, Houston. The championship is in Miami. The knockout is in Houston and Miami. All right, it's the top of the 8th here. 6 outs down to their final 6 outs is Samsung. As Han Sung Hyuk out there on the mound. 2.12 ERA, 2 saves, 12 holds in 50 games. Pak Sang Won might be falling out of favor here. Right, here we go. We got a pinch hitter. Yuji Hyuk is pinch hitting here for Yongdo Gun. Shimu Jun over at short, I'm going to guess. And that's in there for strike on the outside. Yuji Hyuk, 294 on the season. And I think he went around. The home plate umpire shook his head, and then the third base umpire still called it a strike. Wow, that's something you don't see. The home plate umpire said no, he didn't go around, but then the third base umpire said yes, he did. He was about even with the bag or the plate, so that one definitely did not go around. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. That is a foul away, 2-2. And the 2-2 misses up high. Ball three, full count, 3-2. He wants a new ball because that was obviously the problem with that throw. And the 3-2 is a foul. Didn't get out of the batter's box, so it'll stay 3-2. Yeah, he is again, he's hitting, I looked it up, he's hitting 170 this in the second half. All that money for a defensive shortstop that you're going to play at the end of the game. As here comes the 3-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman scoops it up, throws over, and that's one away. Flips the lineup back over. Where's Mary Kate? All right, EJ Hyun 0 for 2 or 1 for 3 on the day. A single back in his second at bat. Started the game with a fly out to left. Looks it's a ball one there. 1-0. Then popped up to Chaein Sung over at first base in his last at bat. And the 1-0 pitch misses low, 2-0. Yeah, I think it'll be hard. Hopefully I really, really hope that the check games are on coupon play as that is in there for a strike. Because if the games are on coupon play, like tickets and stuff, that makes it so much better about getting tickets because you have to. There's no scalpers for that. As the 2-1, a swing and a miss, and 2-2. Because with coupon play, anytime you get a ticket from them, you have to the person who has the ticket whose name is on the ticket has to be there to get a wristband. Kind of like when I went to the G Dragon concert, and also whenever I went to the MLB games, as the 2-2 is going to be lifted into center field, Liberato gliding over and makes the catch, two away. His game is moving nicely, ladies and gentlemen. Not as quick as the LG KT game, though, as we're just over 2 hours now, and two outs in the top of the eighth. Kim Sung Yoon looks at a ball one, almost hits him in the foots. Big base running error in his last at bat. 2 for 3, but was thrown out at third as he has taken over the top spot in the batting average after his 2 hits today. Yeah, it was never an issue before the last 2 years. No, even 2023, it wasn't an issue. As the 2-0 is in there for a strike, 2-1. Yep. And then something happened in 2024. I don't know if it was baseball, like MLB. Like, I don't know what it was, but something happened in 2024. I don't know if it was the MLB coming and all of that, like suddenly made it ridiculous as the 2-2 is lifted into right field. That's going to be trouble. And that is going to one hop, two hop, three hop, and roll. He is going to hang out at second base, not get thrown out at third again. And he is on base for the third time today, this time with a double. I know for Hanwha, the big change was Yuhun Jin signing. But as far as the rest of the league, as Han Sung Hyuk will be done, are they going to bring in the closer? Yeah, they're going to bring in the closer. As they decide they're going to bring in Kim Saw Hyun. Now that it's a closing situation, runner on base, bring in the closer. Let's check my philosophy on hitting against Kim Saw Hyun. Again, my philosophy in order to play against Kim Saw Hyun, he throws hard, he throws with a lot of movement, but he is also very, very wild. I don't like the new stadium. Like from when Kiwi and I went to the opening ceremony, like, and from what I've seen on the screen, I'm not a big fan. Yeah, it looks nicer and there's lots of amenities, but to me, like, the views are worse. And there's no, I don't know, maybe you guys know, is there a sweet trough bathroom like they had on the third base side or the first base side? Yeah, it's just no Joe Dong Gook out there. I thought Kim Saw Hyun was out there. Oh, bringing in the lefty here. I thought Joe Dong Gook would be in line for a start on on Sunday, but I guess not. This is an interesting choice. Jo Dong-wook comes out. And that misses inside, ball one. Well, it was advertised as 22,000 plus, but then even the at the opening ceremony they said 20,000, but there's apparently only 17 as that misses outside. 2-0. Not only that, but they said 17,000 seats was a sellout, and then they opened more seats, including the pool and all that area and other sections, and they're still saying a sellout is 17,000. So maybe there's 20,000 seats, but the 17 is a sellout. I don't know. As the 2-0 is inside, ball three, 3-0. Guy on deck is not a guy you want to face with runners on base. As here comes the 3-0 pitch, sets up on the outside. And that's in there for a strike, 3-1. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about Gwangju is the the seats behind home plate are so high. So that's walks them, and now they've got runners on first and seconds with two outs for the RBI and home run leader of the league. Best stadium, Changwon. Yeah, like there's no debate at all. All right, now we're gonna have Kim So Hyun. Yeah, like and again, I really the thing I really like about Changwon is the city is, and you wouldn't know this by the fact that they're leaving or they want to leave, is the fact that the like outside of the stadium is so much to do, and like teams like buildings and signage and stuff are decorated and showing the team. Yeah, yeah, NC, yeah, yeah, and Masan, which is Hanwha or NC's old stadium, was definitely my least favorite stadium. Now, obviously, my least favorite is Gochuk. Gochuk is awful. All right, bringing in the wild thing, Kim Saw Hyun. As Lotte went up 4-2, but they've given two runs back, and NC's got runners on first and second with nobody out in the top of the sixth. Doosan has also tied it up at two. So LG or NC and Lotte are tied. Doosan and Kia are tied. Kium and SSG are tied. Both Hanwha and LG have 4 and 5 nothing leads. Incheon's your least favorite? Really? Over Gochuk? All right, 160 ERA on the season, 1-1, 23 saves, one hold, a 205 batting average against, but 24 walks. Again, my philosophy to play against him is don't swing until you've got two outs. Don't swing until you've got two outs. So let's see what would happen if we followed my advice. Nothing, because he steps off the back of the mound. Oh man, I hate Kochuk. I hate getting there. I hate like going down that corridor, like being led as like I'm like cattle to a slaughter, as there's ball one way up high and outside. Yeah, I don't like Guil Yolk. There's nothing anywhere around. The food choices are very slim. As the 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. All right, here we go. The 1-1 counts. Up high should be 2-1, but no, it's 1-2. Dagu's okay. One thing I do like about Daegu is I went during the summer and it's so hot in Africa, or they call it Africa, Dafrica. That they have like misters going all around, like when you go into the stadium and around. So I didn't. I walked around a little bit, but I was with some people that one. As the 1-2 pitch pops them up, shortstop in the grass under it, and that's 2 away, 3 away. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-0 Hana. So would have been a 2-2 counts coming up, but instead it's 3 outs. Yeah, Korea is just gross. Daegu is the second hottest city in Korea. The hottest is Ulsan. They've now left 7 runners on base, 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, 3 for 7 with runners on base. Hanwha will have the 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up as they look to try to get a couple more added. It is not the bottom of the 9th. Guess I fat fingered it twice. Coming in to pitch here is going to be Chaewon Tae, Kim Tae-hoon. So 2 Kim Tae-hoons out on the field right now for Samsung. Kim Tae-hoon in left and Kim Tae-hoon on the mound. All right, first pitch to Kim Tae-yeon is outside, ball 1. He is the wrong side. He is the pitcher that's walked in the the walk-off run in Sunday's game. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2. I keep hitting the wrong side. 2-0. See if he can walk in some more runs for Hanwha. Kim Tae-yeon 1 for 3 on the day, singled in his first at bat, strikeout and a fly out to right. And the 2-0 is crushed. That will be another run, ladies and gentlemen. That will be another run. That's why you leave him at the top of the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. That should be it for Samsung. 3 solo shots for Hanwha. All right, that brings up Liberato and a swing and a miss there. And it's 0-1. 387 average on of the season for Liberato. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And LG ends up winning 5-0 against KT. So even if Hanwha is able to hold on, they still only have a 2-game lead. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at another pitch in the dirt. He swung it 3 pitches that were nowhere near the strike zone. That guy with a glove is not good. All right, Moon Hyun Bin. First pitch is grounded, but it's foul. 0-1. I want to say in line to get his 13th win of the season. As again, it goes 6 innings, giving up no runs. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. Low, ball 1-1. And the NC Lotte game is only in the top of the 6th inning. Good Lord. Another 1-1 pitch. That is fouled away. No, not foul. Fair. And he ends up getting them. A squibbler down the line, but he thought it was foul, ended up not running, then decided to start running. And that's 2 away. Brings up a Noshi-wan. And that's in there for a strike, 0-1. 238 on the season. Noshi-wan, 1 for 3. Again, really is an all or nothing guy. Just that is a grounded foul, 0-2. Again, he's now has 20 home runs on the season. 13 have been with nobody on base. 12 doubles with nobody on, 13 homers with nobody on. He has 4 doubles with a runner on first and 1 double with a runner on seconds. He just cannot hit with runners on base, ladies and gentlemen. And a swing and a miss there. And second strikeout of the day for him. But Hanwha adds another run. We'll go to the 9th inning. As Hanwha sitting comfortably up 5-0. Samsung will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up to face Kim So-hyun. 3 solo shots for Hanwha has put this game pretty much out of reach for Samsung. They can score quickly, but I don't have a lot of faith in their ability to not swing at bad pitches. KT with another loss, two straight losses for them. LG's up two straight wins for them. Lotte down 6-4 as NC added two in the top of. Sorry, they added four in the top of the sixth. Still have runners on first and second with two outs. Gamboa only goes 5 innings, 8 hits. Did not have good stuff. NC starter only goes 3.2 innings. Liberato is out. He won suck into center field. As we have a pinch hitter here, Jun Byung Ho. Will pinch hit. There's ball one outside. And way up high, ball two. Coming back out is usually a difficult spot for him. And that one does get inside the zone, and it's 2-1. Chun Byung-woo, 2-for-1 on, or 2-0, or sorry, 270 on the season. Again, getting his first at bats as that one is fouled away, 2-2. On saying 99 pitches, 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Not his best stuff today as he swings and he'll run down to first base and it just gets him. Hmm. Um, I think that if teams had a good manager or good prep, that I don't think he would be as effective. As that is low, ball one. He is just so wild that if you were just to not swing, then you would be in much better situation. As that is ground ball 5-3 as they're down to their final outs. Brings up a the seventh hitter, Kim Tae-hoon. I think they just said Kang Min-ho is coming up. Kang Min-ho will pinch hit here. And that's in there for strike, 0-1. Yep, should be Weiss tomorrow night. And the 0-1 is grounded foul. Yeah, it's 0-2. And that's going to be a ground ball through the right side, and he is on base. Maybe you shouldn't go to the stadium anymore, Stefan. If they lose tomorrow and Friday, they're going to blame you. Jay pitched well. I mean, those two home runs was obviously big. He got hit hard. Definitely. As we got a pinch hitter here. I don't know who this is. Hong Hyun Bin. Woo. All right. 2-0 count here. As it sets up right down in the middle. And no foul away. 2-1. 17 pitches now. 2022 is his magic number. I've seen some really, really bad games. As the 2-1 misses outside at 3-1. Nothing will be as bad as the time Hanwha got beat 11-0, and not just 11-0. As that one is popped up into the air, center fielder coming in, shortstop out, and that's will be it for Hanwha. They get the shutouts. So Hanwha gets the win. Samsung once again cannot hit with runners on base. They get 3 hits with runners on base, all singles. They had 1 double and a walk, but nothing. They go 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position and lose. Yeah, I went to it was a home game. They lost 11. It was either 11 and maybe it was 16-0. I don't know. Whatever it was definitely nothing because Hanwha got no hits. It was double digits to 0 against the Samsung game. Dirk McGuire or Deck McGuire threw a no hitter against Hanwha. They lost by double digits. It was a very, very rough game to go to, but this one Hanwha gets the win. They had their ace on the mound. He gets his 13th win, 13-0 on the season now for him. It didn't have his best stuff. If you even ask him, he will tell you he did not have his best stuff. 6 innings, 99 pitches, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. But he ran into a lot of problems. He was helped out by his defense. A good play by Chaeyeon Song to get that double play, and then a good throw by Kim Tae-yeon to easily get Kim Sung Yoon out over at third. Ran into issues in the first inning, first and seconds, but got a strikeouts. Again, didn't have his best stuff, but he was good enough. His good enough stuff is good enough to beat pretty much every team in this entire season or in this entire league. So Chae-won-tae didn't pitch poorly. He pitched better than I thought he would. Again, I don't have a lot of confidence in him. But he pitched 7 innings, 100 pitches, 7 hits, 2 home runs was the big thing. The solo shot to Liberato and the solo shot to No Shiwan. Then obviously later Kim Tae-yeon once again another home run for him. He loves hitting in the top of the lineup. I don't know why I know why he wasn't taken out or why he hasn't been in the top of the lineup. But he's settled in there once again. Now that Lee Jin Young is down in the second league, Kim Tae-yeon now has right field to himself. Hopefully for Hanwha fans and Hanwha's sake, they keep him in the top of the lineup because hits extremely, extremely well there. He has had a rough season because he's not playing very much. He was a guy that has to play on a regular basis to end up getting into his little rhythm and his routine. Moon Hyun Ben continues to struggle. I mentioned this to Kiwi before the All Star break. How participating in the home run derby is really bad. It really messes with your swing. Moon Hyun Bin, since the All Star break, hitting 256, 0 for 4 today, fly out to right, a ground ball 4-3, a 3-6, 3-4 double play, and a 5-3 ground out. Uh, he has struggled. Shimu Jun has been taken out of the lineup because of his struggles. An Shi Hong is in the lineup despite his struggles as he goes 0 for 2 today with a ground into double play, a sacrifice bunt, and a strikeout. So Hanwha's offense again has some major issues. They can get some home runs here and there, but offensively, they really are struggling offensively lately, and especially if Moon Hyun Bin is not hitting. This offense really seems to be running into some issues. So, but they get the win today. And honestly, they should win tomorrow also. They have they're gonna have Weiss on the mound tomorrow, but not only that, Weiss has not pitched well lately. He has not pitched well lately, so that may be one thing to worry about. But Weiss will end up facing a bullpen pitcher for Samsung as they don't have a fifth starter anymore because Lee Sung Hyun is having elbow surgery or shoulder surgery. I can't remember which one, but Hanwha gets the win. Uh, really, I mean, Kim Tae Yun, 2 hits, Liberato, a walk, and a solo shot, and No Shiwan with a solo shot, a Chae Song, 2 hits. Uh, so Che Jae Hoon with an RBI and a hit by pitch. So they got singles whenever it mattered. They had 2 hits in the second inning with runners on base, 2 hits with runners in scoring position. That was the difference in the game at the beginning, where they got hits with runners in scoring position. Samsung could not do it again. Samsung really struggles to score runs in other stadiums besides their own. So Hanwha gets the win. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Doosan versus Kia. I'm not sure who's pitching for them, but thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, until next time.